Hey, it's Connor. Welcome to iFanboy Mini. iFanboy Mini is the small-size version of iFanboy, the comic book show. And today's exciting because it's the next installment of It Came From the Storage Unit. And thank you to iFanboy viewer Ayaz Akhtar from FiniteComedy.com who sent me that theme music. I appreciate it. If you haven't seen the show before, basically what I do is I go into my storage unit where all my back issues are kept, and I pull out a bunch of random ones, and I've been making my way through the stack that I pulled out first, and I try to guess the plot of the issue just from looking at the title, not the title, the cover, actually. The cover and the title, they're both on the title's on the cover. Oh, it's hot. So I try to guess the plot from looking at the cover, and then comedy hopefully ensues, or we learn a little lesson. Sometimes that happens too. Here are the comics I originally pulled out. I'm making my way through this stack. And the one I'm doing today is actually Fantastic Four 281. And here it is. And looking at this cover, we see, well, it's a John Byrne cover. That's for sure. The unmistakable John Byrne art from the late 80s, early 90s, I would assume. 1985, it looks like. The FF is in trouble, clearly. We see also that Ben Grimm is out of the picture and that She-Hulk is part of the team. This was, for a good period of time, that was the case. We see Daredevil swinging in, and we see an evil Sue Storm, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, happened quite a bit with John Byrne. But she's in some kind of sexy dominatrix outfit and got a weird kind of femme mullet going, which is not at all attractive, but what are you going to do? It's the 80s. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say Dr. Doom is involved, and Sue Storm's brain is taken over, mind control business. She unleashes her considerable invisible powers on the rest of the team. They're hurt, and somehow Daredevil is involved because there he is on the cover. So let's see how well I did. This one's in better condition than the last few, actually. I don't feel like it's going to break in my hands. Well, New York is in flames. That's no good. Everybody always wants to destroy the Fantastic Four. Daredevil, he's a lot less angsty in the 80s than he is now. Whew. Whew. That's some unfortunate hair Johnny Storm is sporting. Whoa! How did I do? So-so. No Dr. Doom, first of all. That's important to note. Although with the Fantastic Four, it's always a safe bet to guess Dr. Doom because, really, who else could it be? The story goes that the hate monger is sowing the seeds of hate throughout New York City. And the city's burning, it's in flames. Basically, he has stirred up prejudice. Black against white, man against woman, brown eyes against blue. Any religion, any difference, any kind of tribal difference has flared up and exploded, and they're all fighting each other. If you're different, you're fighting. That's just what he's doing. Of course, it's New York and it's burning, so the Fantastic Four are on the scene, and so is Daredevil. And it turns out, in the middle of the fight, one of Hatemonger's henchmen, Malice, who was wearing the outfits that Sue's wearing in the cover, but with a very spiky helmet, she shows up to fight the Fantastic Four to destroy them. And in the middle of the scene, she rips off her mask, and she reveals herself to be Sue Storm, who is tired of being taken for granted by the team, and she's now going to destroy them. And in the course of the fight, Reed decides the only way to break the spell of Hatemongers got on Sue is to make Sue truly hate Reed. So Reed goads her, and by slapping her across the face, which is kind of shocking to see a husband slap his wife in that manner, no matter what the situation, it's still shocking. But really the main thing from this book that you have to understand is that Sue Storm and Johnny Storm, together, the 1-2 punch of the worst hair I've seen in comics in quite a while. I mean, Sue's got this bowl cut thing going on, and Sue has this awful femme mullet that's I've never seen anything like it. It's just terrible. It's beyond the pale. This is worse than the Tony Stark hair that from the last episode of From the Storage Unit. This is just yikes. Well, that's Fantastic Four 281 for you. If you have any emails, you can email me at contact@ifanboy.com. You can check out ifanboy.com for all of our stuff. And you can check out revisionreview.com/ifanboy for our weekly show, iFanboy. It's our full-length comic show. It comes out every Wednesday at 3 o'clock Eastern Time. It's available all throughout the week. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next time.